I am moving. I'm moving out of my parents' house. I just got the keys to my first apartment. The laundry room's a little icky. I'm like worrying that I made a big mistake. Today is the day I move out of my parents' house. The water, how it's labeled hot and cold, it's actually the opposite. So when you turn it towards hot, it gets cold. We hate this apartment. It's moving day. Again. This video has been in the making for so long. The first clips that you will see of me are from April of 2022, and it is now almost 2023. Please ignore how I look today. I'm actually filming this on Christmas Day, so the last thing I want to do is care about my looks or remove my Christmas pajamas. So this is an amalgamation of everything that has gone on apartment related in the past 9 months or so. Let's just get right into it. Welcome back to my channel. This is Alana. So today is actually a really exciting day. I'm gonna go tour an apartment. Ever since I got a job, I knew I really wanted to move out soon, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to afford it. I found an apartment that I can afford, and it's also really beautiful. So I was actually told about a week ago, randomly, that I was first in line for this apartment, and if I am to get this apartment, I will be moving in late April. If you guys are new to this channel, I'm Alana. I'm 18 and I'm a CNA, and I'm also a pre-nursing student. Let's go check out the apartment. Mom, how do you feel about your first baby moving out of the house?
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm so proud. I'm just so proud. So proud and excited for you. That's it. That's all. Stop.
Let's go look at it. I decided to move out for all the wrong reasons. It was because I had just turned 18, I could technically afford it, or so I thought. I had a really stable job, and the need for the job was never going to leave, so I just decided to move out. It wasn't because I absolutely needed to, or because I was really sick of living with my parents. I mean, in a way I was. In a way I was really excited to move out, but I didn't feel ready, you know, but I still moved out anyway. Looking back, I definitely wish I would have waited until I felt like I actually had the skills and the preparedness to be an adult in the real world. The first apartment I went to look at was $895, and it was in downtown Eugene, Oregon. It was a very small 1-bedroom with no shower, just a bath. I was trying to justify it to myself, being like, I'm never gonna need a shower. I really like baths, so I don't ever need to shower again, and I'm fine with that. But that's pretty stupid. I do enjoy baths, but it's not like I always am in the mood to take a bath. I usually shower. It had a lot of built-in storage, which was really nice. However, the bedroom was really small. Wherever I would have placed my bed, it would have covered one of the very small closets. The ceiling was also exponentially short. It was probably like 7 feet or something. The kitchen was extremely small, but there was a very nice big fridge. That sink was very small though. It would be hard to do dishes in there. I did forget to mention that there was this beautiful outdoor space shared by all the tenants, and it was not hard for me to imagine my cat and I running around in there. I was very tempted to put in a security deposit for this place. Alright, so we're back from checking out the apartment, and I actually have to go to Portland. I'm visiting my best friend in Portland, and I'm really excited, but I'm also really nervous to drive on the freeway. It's a scary little drive. So here are my thoughts. It's a weird looking place. It's not practical at all. The bathroom door is really strange. The way it locks is really weird, and when you leave the bathroom you kind of feel like you're gonna fall down the stairs, and I love it. The carpet is really gross right now, but they're gonna get it professionally cleaned / maybe remove it. Carpet is not a deal breaker for me, but it's just a little bit of a red flag. But I really like this apartment. I think it's the best I'm gonna get for a first apartment. I think a lot of times YouTubers show first apartments and they're these really huge glamorous places moving out at 18, and when they mean moving out at 18, they mean moving into the most glamorous apartment ever at 18. My apartment is not gonna be as glamorous, but I love it. I love that apartment, and I'm really looking forward to moving into it. I'll see you guys when I have updates. So hi, we're still on the apartment hunt because I'm actually having second thoughts about the apartment, which sucks. I wish I was just totally confident about it, but I'm not. So I was just scrolling on Craigslist and I found a listing for another apartment, and it just happened to have a showing today. I'm gonna try to stop by there. Hopefully I can get a friend to come with me, either my partner or my mom, because I definitely don't want to get murdered, but I would love to check it out. The second apartment I looked at was $850 and it was a little bit bigger. It was 350 square feet. The other apartment was just under 300 and it was a 1-bedroom also in downtown Eugene. The kitchen was a lot bigger than the kitchen in the other space, and it also was just a lot less funky in the way that it was shaped. It was clear. It was a square and another square. It had a shower and it also had a tub and it also had a medicine cabinet. However, the big window, TM, it faced north, which gets absolutely no direct sunlight. And the other window, which faced south, technically, was covered by a building and I never got direct sunlight through that window. But I decided to put in a security deposit and just seal the deal because I really was like itching for a place. I think I was just really focused on getting my own apartment, and it was less that I really wanted an apartment, you know, and more that I had focused on it. The ADHD impulsivity had taken over, I'm afraid to admit. So I put in my application and I was third in place. And I was really nervous about that because I didn't think it was gonna work out. But then, oh my God. Okay, I was stressed all day yesterday and today after seeing that apartment because I was like, oh my God, I want it so bad, but I was second in place. And then I just got back from hanging out with my friend and I checked my email and guess whose application got approved? Mine. And the thing about that apartment I looked at yesterday is that there is no move-in date, so I might be able to move out really soon. I'm really excited. I got the apartment. I just got the keys to my first apartment and I just dropped off the security deposit and everything and I got a little tour. The laundry room's a little icky. Also, I'm a little icky. I haven't gotten the chance to even wash my face today. It's been a crazy day and now I have to go to the electric company to put the electricity under my name now. And then I have to go work 8 hours, so really exciting. I'm about to go show my partner my new apartment, my partner. And are you so excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay, let's go. One more stop. You know what I'm saying? It's the other way. No, it's this way. That's locked. This is unlocked. Just come on in and drop the boxes off. This is my apartment. 2 closets and built-in storage. Oh, isn't it great?
It's pretty good.
Do you like it?
I do.
Hello everybody, it is 11:30 in the freaking PM on April 23rd, 2022. Yes, my eyes are barely open, and yes, my hair is this greasy. I just worked 8 hours, and now I'm gonna go head to my apartment and just fix it up a little bit. I got my litter box in the mail, so I'm gonna set that up for my cat, and then I'm also going to put together my couch, and I wanted to bring you guys along. I am moving tomorrow. And my room is definitely not ready to be moved. I was not prepared to move at all. I hadn't been preparing to move for weeks like I think you probably should be before you move. I don't know, I've just worked a lot and I feel dead. You know, grateful to have a job or whatever. Hey y'all. So I got this bowl full of parts. They're the parts to put back together my couch. Hi, sofa. So now I have to just grab an Allen wrench from inside the garage. And I'm a little worried about getting murdered. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Just a girl at midnight with a big box in her car. All right, let's go to the apartment, baby. So my cat is definitely looking forward to moving out because she will not leave my side and I cannot drive. Sofa, what are you doing? Do you want to come with? It's your apartment. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my new apartment. And that sound you hear is the toilet still kind of flushing. And as I walked into my apartment, there was a guy violently coughing after enjoying a cigarette. And I remember that when I first toured the apartment, the landlord told me this like story about the neighbor next door, which was that all these other tenants, you know, they tell me that the guy next to them is yelling at them, but he's not. He has a radio talk show. He hosts a radio talk show. And I was like, okay. I genuinely did not think it was weird because I did not know what to look for, but the fact that the landlord had consistently gotten complaints about the guy next door and his yelling, I really should have taken that as a red flag, but I didn't. And I learned really quickly when I moved in that the neighbor next door, he did not actually host a radio talk show, or at least this is my own personal conspiracy theory, because it went on all hours of the day, 24 hours a day. I would wake up at 4 a.m. to him screaming at the top of his lungs, and he had been smoking for at least 100 decades. So there was like this loud guttural screaming constantly coming from this direction. Screaming, coughing, gagging, throwing up, like literally vomiting after taking like a hit of weed very loudly in my general direction. No thank you.
I feel safe in my apartment. Just not outside of my apartment. Going here at midnight was probably not smart because now I'm like worrying that I made a big mistake, which I know I didn't. This apartment is the best apartment I could find in my price range, and the location's really great. It really is weird that my toilet is still flushing.
I ended up having a lot of second thoughts because at night the apartment had really creepy vibes.
Update, it's almost 1 a.m. and I feel like I'm making so much noise and really bothering all the tenants, but I set up this very beautiful couch all by myself, and then I also set up my litter box. It fits perfectly, it's right there. It turns out my toilet makes noises after flushing for a full hour. And every time someone walks by my window, it's like, it really freaks me out. Anyway, I'm going home. I'm really nervous about getting killed on my way home. I really don't want that to happen.
Today is the day I move out of my parents' house. I did not film a lot of the moving process because I ended up feeling not so good.
My next step is to move my cat. My poor cat has just been hiding all day, so I'm going to rescue her, take her to our new place. I did a huge Target haul, and then I'm gonna take a nice bath. And then the final big task of the day is to do a huge grocery trip where I get everything I could possibly need.
Hi, sweet pea. It's time for us to go to our new place. Come here, my love.
I know. Come on. Come on, baby girl. She is not okay with this. Sofa. I know, baby. I know. We're going to our new house. We're going to our new apartment. Do you understand? I know. I'll drive really slow, okay? I know, sweetness. Come on out. What are you feeling right now? Nobody's watching you, baby. Yeah, good job. I just had such a nice bath. I feel so good, and I'm feeling better about renting out this apartment because I really am starting to love it. Exciting thing is that the water, how it's labeled hot and cold, it's actually the opposite. So when you turn it towards hot, it gets cold, which is, you know, really fun.
And once I moved into this apartment, I actually realized that it had not been cleaned. I remember the first time I went to clean the toilet, I lifted the toilet seat because I don't lift the toilet seat in my everyday life, you know? I lifted the toilet seat and noticed that there was years of grime and mold and crusted urine and crusted poop everywhere. There was no way that I on my own made this happen in like a few days. And I scrubbed it for so long, and I swear there was still some urine left. Like, there was no way to get it all off. It was absolutely disgusting. And then something that happened was that the toilet kept breaking at like random intervals, breaking. And so I don't know, like I would never do this, I feel like, in my normal life. I would usually get someone who is more toilet savvy to help, but I dipped my hands in the back of the toilet thingy. I fixed the toilet myself. But when I opened the back of the toilet thingy, I noticed there was just years of grime there. Absolutely disgusting. I can't explain what substance was in there, but it was just black and frothy water. It was really gross. And then it eventually just flat out broke. The thing that I did to fix it, which was just kind of like, you know? Well, that didn't work anymore. So it was basically, I couldn't use the toilet anymore. So I eventually guiltily started looking at apartments online, and I've just found so many that I thought could change my life. And at this point, I had been job hopping a lot because that was kind of the most lucrative way to be a certified nursing assistant. My resume looks really weird right now. I was starting to really hate my job, and I was considering becoming a CNA too, which means that you can work in a hospital setting. And I just really wanted to find a different place and I wanted to also fully move in with my partner Lucas, so if we were to share an apartment that was more expensive, we could get a bigger place with more direct sunlight, with a bigger kitchen, with everything that we ever dreamed of, and then we can split the rent instead of me paying for the entire rent, which was starting to weigh on me a little bit because Lucas was basically living in my place at this time, and I was still paying for 100% of the rent, which caused a little bit of discourse between us. I found this apartment online that was $1,250 a month in downtown Eugene, which is really expensive. But when I found the videos, my heart just dropped. I immediately put in an application without even checking in with Lucas first, which was not good, but I was just lying in bed so depressed, miserable, and I was like, I just need to put out this application. I just need to see if there's anything that can be done. The next day we got to tour the apartment and I was amazed at how beautiful it was. There was just so much natural sunlight just pouring through the windows. The big window was south facing and the smaller windows were all east facing, so we would get some beautiful morning light coming in. I mean, the kitchen was all antique. There was like a drying rack. It was so funky. The bathroom had all this built-in storage. The only downside was that there was only one closet, but I figured we would be able to share it okay. The application, it didn't get approved. So that was really interesting because usually I do get approved for things, especially because at the time I was making a good amount of money. It wasn't approved because they said that I didn't really have like the credit or rental history that they, usually have. I'm a young person, that's just the facts. So anyway, they said that they would be willing to make a sacrifice and just raise the security deposit a little bit. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, we can make that work. But then they told me about 24 hours after that the original security deposit was going to be $1,800, which is already pretty high, and that they were going to tack on another $1,800 onto it. I can't believe they just said that, as if I could possibly afford that. It was originally said that they wouldn't allow a cosigner because they really wanted someone who didn't need a cosigner, but my dad offered to cosign because he has 30 some odd years of good rental history, so they did end up letting him cosign and letting us do the original security deposit. Once everything was said and done, the last thing we needed to figure out was how we were gonna sublet the apartment. I don't really want to get into it. It was a really stressful thing. Finding someone who wasn't gonna fall through on me, so many people did, but eventually I did find this nice man who was willing to take over the apartment. It was a little bit weird hyping up the apartment to him when he did end up touring it after I had scrubbed it so much. In my head I'm like, this is a shitty apartment, my man. This is not a good apartment. But he ended up being absolutely fine with it, and I don't know if he still lives there, but that's none of my business. And we ended up moving into this place.
It's moving day. Again. So Lucas and I are moving out of this apartment today, and I originally moved into this apartment to move out alone without him. First time living outside of my parents' house, and we hate this apartment because we decided to move in together because I actually did not like living alone. This apartment is just not good for us. First of all, for safety reasons, it's not super good. Anyone in the country could knock on our door. It's one of those apartments and it's in downtown Eugene, so it just feels a little bit more dangerous. Second of all, I'm a plant. I'm a human plant, and this window faces north. I haven't felt direct sunlight on my face for years, and it's only been 3 months since I lived here. So let's go check out the apartment. It's Christmas morning!
For clarification, it's not Christmas morning, but
It's Christmas morning!
but the excitement level is very similar to that of Christmas morning.
It's a beautiful summer morning, and I am high on summer morning. And it is gonna get up to 102 degrees today, but I'm kind of hoping to get the brunt of the shit done before it's 3 p.m. which is the peak of the heat. Our new parking lot is actually hidden from the rest of the population. Can you believe it? I feel like I'm on Christmas morning! Yeah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we even have a window in the kitchen. Look at all the counter space we have.
I know.
For reference, we've already seen this apartment. We're just falling in love with it all over again. Look at all this space.
Oh, for towels.
Exactly.
Cleaning
we
supplies.
actually have a place for our towels.
Extra
This is
laundry
our
stuff.
bathroom, and we can actually both fit in it.
I know.
It's a
what a
two-butt
beautiful
bathroom.
thing.
And this toilet is definitely not falling apart.
That's so nice.
They cleaned it
Wow,
for
it's
us.
all.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
I feel at ease. Direct light on my face. I feel amazing. Oh my gosh. I love this place so much. I feel so lucky. And I'm not even lucky. Like, I paid so much money for this, so much of my hard-earned money for this. I'm not even lucky. But I feel so lucky, you know? It just feels like healing to not be in that horrible, dreary-ass apartment anymore.
And I still remember it just felt so amazing getting to move into this place that I'm currently living in. It felt so freeing because this place is just so cozy. It's this nice like brick building, so beautiful.
This antique desk completely stole my heart. We have made some serious progress. We still need to purchase our dining room table though. This is definitely my last trip to the old apartment for today. It is 9:10 and I've been moving for 12 straight hours. I am so exhausted and very grateful and also so exhausted, and my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna leave. Bye.
I have no regrets about the way my life has gone, but the reason why I'm actually putting this video out now is because I'm moving again. I'm all burnt out with healthcare. I've been a full-time student this whole time as well, and my grades have not been ideal because I have been working so much and because the job that I do takes up a lot of mind space, and my parents really can't afford to just like let me be a crappy student. So I'm moving back into my parents' house so I can be a full-time student and focus only on that. Oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this. I thought I would never ever move back into my parents' house. I just cannot work in healthcare full-time and then also be a full-time student and get good grades. I just do not have the headspace to do it all. Literally, I just can't even afford rent anymore. Not only because of, you know, burnout and everything, but because the hospital job I got after becoming a CNA2 completely underpaid me. But the one good thing about being a full-time student and probably not working for a little while, a lot more YouTube videos. Yeah, more YouTube videos to come for sure. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Follow my Instagram. Bye.